Hello friends, how are you? Welcome back to my channel Your Finance. Today I am going to discuss about cost. Cost is a very common term we use for our business or our day-to-day activities. So we'd like to look at its different meaning because cost is something which you have to look at from different angle. So it is typically an expenses that you incur for your manufacturing activities, for your distribution or whatever business activities that you do. Now, as I said, there could be different meaning. So one way it is cost can be classified or looked at in terms of direct cost and indirect cost. Direct cost could be your direct material, direct labor or direct expenses. Then indirect cost would be all the expenses like you spend on rent, electricity. That's, if you classify, that would come under factory overheads or office and admin overhead and selling and distribution overhead. So these are all indirect expenses or indirect cost. Apart from that, you can classify it into capital cost or capital expenditure or revenue cost or revenue expenditure. That means when it is capital cost or capital expenditure, it is basically you are buying an asset. So when you buy a computer or you are buying a machine, that's a capital expenditure because that benefit you are going to enjoy over a period of time, means more than 1 year. It keeps giving you the benefit beyond 1 year. And the other part, that is the revenue expenditure, is all your day-to-day activities like you are paying your salary, rent, you are buying raw materials, whatever expenses that you make. And the third aspect, that is on the basis of your behavioral aspects, we can classify it into fixed cost and variable cost. That is a broad heading. Fixed cost is when your expenses, your cost is fixed. I'll give an example. Suppose I spend on rent. I have a rental expenses. Now even if I don't open my shop for 1 month, I have to pay the rent. So that is a fixed cost. And the variable cost would be, supposing if I make cakes, so the raw material, the things that I buy for making cakes, those materials would be variable cost. Or the person who is making it, if I pay him on a piecemeal rate, that would be variable cost. Because more he makes, supposing if I am paying for 10 cakes that he makes, I'll be paying for 10. If he doesn't make, then he doesn't get anything. So that's variable cost. So that we are going to understand. I'll give you details in the board. You will have a better idea. But I'll give you a very small example. And today's video will be based on this fixed cost and variable cost analysis, because this is how you can reach your break-even point. You can find your break-even point. So this is a break-even analysis basically we are going to do, and it is very important if you are an entrepreneur, if you are going to do business, or if you are having a business unit, you have to do the break-even analysis so that you can understand at what point you are covering your cost, fixed cost basically. Now in this analysis, basically if you look at the fixed cost and variable cost, the best is I will give you a small example. Suppose I have taken a shop on rent. I am paying 50,000 on a monthly basis and there is no other expenses. Supposing there is no salary, nothing. I mean, just to make it easy to understand, we are spending only 50,000 on rent, no other expenses. The expenses, this is a fixed cost. So fixed expenditure would be, that means my fixed cost would be only 50,000. And now let's come to the variable cost component. Variable cost would be my purchase. Suppose I am into a business of laptop selling. So I buy laptop say at 35k and sell it at 40k. So I make 5,000 per laptop. per laptop sale I make 5,000. I'm not going to term it as my profit. If it cannot be profit, because if I sell only one laptop, my expenses fixed cost is 50,000. So I still make a loss of 45,000. But we term it as a contribution. So now the question comes, how many laptops that I have to sell so that I can cover up my rent, fixed cost. So that would be the point of break even. So so in this case, each computer contributes 5,000. Each computer means when I sell a computer, so each laptop contributes 5,000 to my business. So if I can sell 10 computers, that means if my fixed cost, as I said, my fixed cost is 50,000. So 50,000 divided by my contribution, 5,000. So I have to sell 10 laptops to break even. So we'll go a little more details in the whiteboard. So please stay with me. Okay, I will try to explain this with the help of this illustration. See, there are 5 scenarios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So suppose we make t-shirts. So making t-shirts, we need cloths, accessories. So that material cost would be our variable cost. And fixed cost, let's assume we have only one fixed cost, that's rent. There is no other expenses. Okay. 1 lakh is my fixed cost. Or maybe a fixed rent plus fixed salary. That is my fixed cost. So 1 lakh is my fixed cost. So at this first scenario, when I am making 10 t-shirts, my fixed cost 1 lakh, my average fixed cost would be this divided by this, fixed cost divided by 10,000. My average variable cost is my raw material cost. That is my variable cost. So variable cost is my average variable cost. So 400 rupees is my material cost or direct labor cost, and total variable cost would be 400, my average variable cost into quantity. So if I am making 10 t-shirts, so 10 into 400, this into this would give me my total variable cost, and total cost would be this plus this. This is nothing but my total fixed cost. So my fixed cost plus total fixed cost plus total variable cost would give me total cost. So 4,000 plus 1 lakh, 4,000 is my total cost, and total cost divided by quantity, 10 t-shirts. So my total average cost would be 1,04,000 divided by 10,400. So imagine, for making one single t-shirt, your average cost, so by making one t-shirt, it cost you 10,400 rupees, whereas you are selling at only 600. So my total revenue, selling price is nothing but my average revenue. So my total revenue is my average revenue, that is my selling price into my quantity. So 600 into 10, 6,000 is my total revenue. Now the last column, which is profit or loss. So my total revenue is 6,000, whereas my total cost is 1,04,000. So there has to be a loss of 98,000, because my TR is less, my cost is more. So TR minus TC is my loss, 98,000. Same way, in my second scenario, when I am making 200, that is now I have increased my production 20 times. My fixed cost remain as it is, same. My average fixed cost drops down to 500. So from 10,000 it is 500 only. Average variable cost 400. My total variable cost would be 400 into 200, that is 80,000. Whereas my total cost would be this plus this, 1 lakh plus 80,000, 1,80,000, 1,80,000, and my average cost would be this divided by 200. So 900 would be my average cost. Then my selling price is 300. So total cost would be 1,80,000. My selling price is 600. So 600 into 200, 1,20,000 is my total revenue. So again, my total cost is more than my total revenue. So TR minus TC is minus 60,000. So it is my loss again. Third is this 500 unit of my production. So when I am making 500 units, see, the same way, 2 lakhs will be my total variable cost, 3 lakhs will be my total cost, and total revenue is also 3 lakhs, 600 into 500, 3 lakhs. My total revenue and total cost is same. That means my total my profit or loss is 0. So at this point I break even. So total revenue is equal to total cost. As same way, my average cost is also same as my average revenue, and this is my break even point. So here at this point I neither make profit nor loss. This is my break even point. So beyond this point, now if I start making 501 t-shirts, even if I make one t-shirt, for that I make a profit of total cost minus total revenue, that is 200 rupees. Now when you make 800 units, 800, my total variable cost is 3,20,000, 800 into 400, and my total cost is 4,20,000. That is 3,20,000 plus 1 lakh. Fixed cost plus variable cost. So 4,20,000 is my total cost, whereas I am getting a revenue of 4,80,000. 600 into 800. So I make a profit of 60,000 rupees. Same way, when I make 1000 units, I make a profit of 1 lakh. Okay, so at this point of time, let me tell you, as of now, we have been talking about a cost of per unit as of now. Okay, one more thing before that, let me look at this board now. As I am increasing my profit, as I am increasing my output, my average fixed keeps coming down. So although we say it is a fixed cost remains the same, but my average fixed cost keeps coming down. On the other hand, my average variable cost is fixed. So it remains 400 only. Secondly, one more point I must tell you, when I am making 1000 units, as I said 1000 units, my fixed cost remain 1 lakh. But in reality, if I go beyond, suppose this is my maximum. If I go beyond 1000, suppose I want to make 1200 units, maybe my fixed cost 1 lakh won't be sufficient to run my factory. Maybe I need more space, and for getting more space I may have to spend more on rent. So if my rent is more, that is a part of then my fixed cost would be more. Now as of now, we have been talking about per unit cost. The calculation was based on per unit cost. Now in reality, when we will take into account these analysis, we will take the total figure. So in this case, my sales revenue, if I take, suppose I take 1000, this particular quantity, so my total quantity is 1000. So at this point, my sales revenue will be 1000 into 600. So my sales revenue will be 6 lakh. Sales revenue less variable cost. What is my variable cost? My variable cost is at this point 4 lakh. So 6 lakh minus 4 lakh is equal to 2 lakh. This is my contribution. So that will give you a total picture, aggregate picture. So 2 lakhs will be my contribution. Now contribution minus fixed cost, contribution less fixed cost. What is my fixed cost? Fixed cost again, this is the same, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. So less 1 lakh minus 1 lakh is my profit. So this will be my profit. This is how we can get a complete picture. Right? Now I would like to show you the same illustration graphically. How does it look like? Here, OY axis shows the total revenue and total cost, and OI denotes quantity, sale or output. Now, this is my total sale or total revenue. 1 lakh is my this is my fixed cost. It's same, that's why at any quantity that I make, whether it is 200 or 500 or 1000, it is 1 lakh. Now this is my total cost. It intersects here. So let it be 500, as we have taken 500 as our break even point. So at this point my total revenue is equal to total cost. Okay. Now anything less than 500, if I make say 1.2, if I make 1.2, then I make this much of loss. Total cost, my total revenue is this, my total cost is this, total revenue is this. So my total cost is this much and the total revenue is this much. So this is my loss. So at any given point of, anything below 500 is my loss. This is my loss. Anything here inside. So beyond this is my profit. So when I make 1000, say 500, this is 1000. When I make 1000, so my revenue would be 6 lakhs. We have taken that as our in our illustration. So 6 lakhs. My total cost would be 5 lakhs. Yeah, that was 5 lakhs. So 6 lakh and 5 lakh is my total cost. So this is 1 lakh. This is my profit. That's how we can graphically represent. So this is my break-even point. That's it. So don't forget to subscribe my channel. We would meet up soon with a new video with more useful financial information. Thank you so much.